Okay, so first foray into the black and white era, huh?
Yep.
Oh man, there are rule changes to remember within this, but we'll just see how it goes. I do have a basic to start with. That is saying something. All right, what would one like?
I'll go heads.
And you got it.
Okay, I will need one of these fancy things.
Oh God. Okay. Oh no. Uh oh. Alright, we'll admit was not ready to face this today. Okay. It is fighting week though, that's interesting.
Right. I am weak to water, so this thing's kind of scary.
A little bit, yeah.
And the energy I would be attaching is not ideal to it.
Yeah. Well, as per the rule, I know this is like first time and stuff here. I'm sure you've already seen. As per all the rule stuff, you are now just allowed to do whatever the hell you want on turn one, which yeah, it's gonna take a bit of getting used to, isn't it? Being able to play like trainers and supporters and stuff on turn, or items and supporters on turn one.
I still think I need to get an attach.
That's fair.
And we'll pass.
Yep, not unreasonable considering.
It
Okay.
should drag that down to 30, which is a bit more reasonable than just taking 40.
Yeah, that is true. Assuming that is the way that I go with it here. Oh, I hate
Not
having to.
impossible.
I hate having to do that turn one, but what else are we gonna do? I guess we'll try reversal, considering. Nope. Seems wasteful, but I'm gonna do it again. I do have a second one. Okay, yeah, so we'll switch it out. Seems more logical because I don't think this is really attacking just about ever, but especially not turn one. And we will go for the pawns.
Fair enough.
So we will get our 6. Supporter does get discarded. One thing we could do, I guess, if we make sure that we specify which side of this we use, if we're using it for like powers and whatnot, if it gets confusing, we could always use one of the sides, say, I don't know, this side for we've used a supporter for the turn or something, if it starts getting confusing, because we do have to discard them now. So that's entirely up to you. I'm
Sounds like
fine,
a
like,
good idea.
yeah, I'm fine knowing, but ah, this is not amazing either. I guess I'm just going to put the double colors down and I'm going to use the deep sea swell to shuffle draw 5 here.
Alright.
Not great, but you know, sometimes you just don't get a reasonable opening hand. So
Sam. Gonna have to pass it.
okay,
Nothing to play.
yeah, we will draw. That's pretty good. We'll collect her. So we'll get to see what we can do now. Okay, one of those out. No, that's in. That's there. Yeah, one of those out. Okay, we are going to put down Yanma, a Fanpy, and Zora.
Fair enough.
And then we're going to, before I leave the stuff here, we're going to Pecom Zoroark back into the deck and grab ourselves out another Yanma. And then I might as well finish the turn with the Deep Sea Swell here. Get ourselves the 5. Technically, not even sure if that was correct, to be honest, but it felt okay, so.
Pokemon communication.
What you putting back in? Okay, Zekrom, I see.
Fancy Zekrom.
Yep, yep.
We'll get our Elephant out.
Yep, seems good.
Attach DCE.
Yep.
Say retreat.
Yep.
And we will quick.
Okay, so that's, yep, 10 on your guy.
Actually, wait, let me think here.
Have you got anything else you want to do?
That's thinking. It's 60, so it's still not ideal. Guess the idea is to take a prize or to take something out. I should at least try and play down my hand as much as possible.
Fair enough.
This Yar on Yanmega.
Yep, okay, what would you like in?
I should probably take out the Zora.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, we'll Earthquake the Zora.
Fair enough. Okay, so we're down at 3 cards in hand. Fair deuce, I think that's still approachable. Possibly, this is... Ugh, it is ugly as hell. Okay, I mean, yeah, it is approachable, I just don't like it. That's where we're at right now. I don't like it. What the hell do we get rid of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, do that. Probably pitching those. Yeah, it's not amazing, but I think that's the way we've got to do this. So we'll junk arm, we'll pitch a communication and a switch to grab ourselves the reversal. And then, yeah, because you've got a hand of 3, I'm just going to have to bench that down. This has got 0 retreats, why we went into it. So we'll go in and we'll hit for 50 with the Sonic Boom. It's not good, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Junk arm.
Yep. Junk arm for reversal, the classic. Okay, we're both 50-50 on that, so...
Yeah, we'll Earthquake.
Okay, so we take 40 off of that. And see if I can actually attack this turn off of that 1-card hand. Surprisingly, yeah, I think we can. We'll Pecan Tyrogue back into the deck here. To grab out... I kind of want to get another Zoro. I suppose that's probably the best bet. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should grab Yanmega or something, but just thinking, what can you actually... Can you even kill this at the moment? Doesn't look like it. So, yeah, I think I will actually just go ahead and grab another... Oops, grab another Zoro here. Get that properly shuffled up again. Yeah, because I have a DCE to attach to it, so we'll do that and we'll hit for another 50 on the active here. I think this is the major threat after all, so... Although, you know, rearranging my counters after you put 80 down on this thing is a bit annoying, but...
Attach Rainbow Energy. And we'll quick.
Okay, so this goes to 80. And we will draw. God, that sucks a little bit. Alright, fine, I'll reversal. I think it's probably better here than the other option. Okay, that's okay. We'll just kill the Donphan here with my hit, because you've got one as well.
Zekrom.
Yep.
DCE.
Yep.
Moon's Invite.
Right, so this will rearrange my counters any way that you like here.
Should probably take out that Zora.
Okay, any other movement, or is it just that?
I think I'll keep the damage on the Yanma for now, or the Yanmega for now.
Okay, so yeah, down to 20 on the active. Zora goes down again, sad to say, and we will draw. Alright, so one singular card in the hand, huh? Well, sure, we'll play that game. I have Yanmega, I have a plus power, we'll just hit 80 on the active here. Yanmega doing Yanmega things. Okay.
Retreat.
Yep.
Outrage for 40.
Yep. 260 on here. We will draw. Yeah, card is playable. We'll play it down. We'll put the Tyro again. We'll linear attack the Darkrai Cresselia to snipe 40 on it. So we'll take the 2 prizes off of that.
Pokemon reversal.
Yep. Okay.
Pont.
Oh, nice. Yep. Whoa! I didn't think that was gonna have stayed in there. Okay.
Okay, that's interesting.
Like you tried it manually instead of hitting the clicky button.
The worst nightmare.
Zora.
Ah, Zora of your own. Yep. Makes sense. You've got it.
Plus
Nice.
bar.
Yep.
Outrage for KO.
Yep. It does 60, so prize gets taken.
Yeah, the legend Hulk mark, the legend brace thing is not a card, so it won't go into decks.
Fair.
Oh. I thought it went into discard just fine, sorry.
Alright, Yanma and Judge, which I was holding on to for ages, but you had like a 1-card hand and I could pare it down. I wasn't going to do that. Okay. Well, that would have been cool, but somebody kept killing my Zora, so oh well. We'll swap out, I guess? I'm trying to think how the hell I even do this from here. Linear attack the Zora, I suppose.
Oh, 40, right?
Yeah, 40. Yeah, because I can't exactly afford, because if it doesn't matter what type of attack I do with it there, I do kind of just die, so I can't really afford to give you damage counters on the active just like that.
How do I want to... Haunt.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's what I want to see. That's good. No, keep down our Zekrom,
Mm-hmm.
DCE. And yeah, we'll outrage for the 40.
Yep. Okay. That goes on. We will draw. Okay. So what is best here? We're on the 4-card hand, so that is fine. Let's try reversal. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, just linear attack the Zoro, take it out.
Sage's training.
Cool, yep.
If the only thing on board is a Zekrom,
Oh,
he
whoops.
has to hit the
That's
Zekrom.
fine, that's fine. I mean, yeah, that is true. I just need to find the elephant and that'll be fine. That's kind of what I'm trying to set up for at the very least, is just if I can find it, then we'll be okay, but...
These get discarded, right?
Yeah, they get discarded.
So it's 2 energy and a collector.
Okay. And then this also goes... Yeah, you don't actually have to show me the stuff from Sage, but that's fine.
Junk arm.
Yep. Oh, lost removal. Wow, spice. Okay.
I can't search through my pile while you're looking through it, Pepper.
Yeah.
Well, you could, but it might be because you put another card on top and it didn't merge in properly. But what happened?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's just happening then. And we'll outrage for 40.
Okay. Yeah, because even plus power outrage wouldn't have taken it out, right? So...
Not without any prior damage on it.
Yeah. Okie doke. We will draw then. So where we're at, down at 3. It's not pretty, but we can still match the hand size. I'm just not sure that it's a good idea. No, we can, and so we probably should. Ah, it's painful to do that. No, we'll swap out and we'll use the Deep Sea Swell to shuffle draw 5 here.
Right?
I think it's too rough trying to match with what I had. It's
Well,
just not a good spot.
double switch.
Okay, yep. Yeah, this one you can plus power kill, unfortunately, but yep. Not that it would have made any difference whatsoever which way round I did the things with it, so I'm not exactly, Ooh, okay.
Damage is damage.
That's fair. So that would be 80 at this point.
Outrage.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes it a little hard for you to play around.
Yeah, maybe. We will
You're
draw.
back to Earthquake at this point, which is a bit scary, which is a bit...
We will attach. I might as well plus power because I might end up needing to hit with Yanmega at some point here, even though I doubt that's going to happen because this entire hand's getting shit with Juniper, so I'm not sure this is going to actually pan out for Yanmega, but that's fine. Discard, draw 7. And you would hope that that would help, but nope. So I think that is pretty bad. Yeah, I would have gone there. Well, shit. I guess we've got to click this button then. We will hit for 40 with the Mischievous Punch because I did put the plus power down.
No, it's more than that.
No, it does
oh,
not.
no,
It,
or resist.
yeah, specifically doesn't hit weak resist. We do stay asleep, so this will not take damage this turn.
Fortunate.
Yeah. Because we've gone through 1, 2, 3 junk arm, and that's a rainbow gone down on that. Okay. 1, 2, 3 junk arm, 1. Sorry, I'm just checking for the stream as well. 2 reversal, but 3 junk arm down. Okay. Let's see. Do we get this right? We do. Okay. Lucky on that, but I kind of didn't have much of a choice there, to be honest with you, and thankfully that does help out a fair bit. Oh, if lag is not good. Why is it all the way down there? Whatever, I can just about drag it up. We've got Junk Arm. Let's discard Zoroark and a... Sure, Fighting Energy will be fine here. To grab ourselves out Picom. Picom shuffles back in Yanma. And gets out our big scary elephant man. Which, yeah, it is a bit spooks going for that on the thingy, but I think we kind of need to at this point. Wait, I had this energy down last turn, didn't I? So I can just attach. Yeah, I can just attach, and we'll do it this way instead. Yeah, we'll swap out. Do I want to play anything else beforehand? Probably not. We'll heavy impacts for 180. Oh, nice.
Just rip it off the top.
Just rip it. Yep. Touche, dude. It's pretty cool. Can we get somewhere with that, though?
Probably doesn't save this.
It's tough, isn't it? Because this does have the full energy on it at this point. Yo! That, on the other hand, though.
Problem is, I don't think I can charge it.
Hmm.
And you have very easy ways to retreat.
I have possible ways to retreat. I'm not sure if they're easy per se, but
Hang on, let me see.
I have used a switch.
One in the deck.
I've used one switch and 2 junk arms so far.
Problem is I can't match to this thing. And I think that's too late. Oh well, we can at least go for one more KO.
Okay. Aw, you've been like 1 for 4. It's pretty unlucky with that. Let's get it. Yeah, alright, what are we going in for?
Well,
The only thing that dies about a plus power is the Yanmega. The only thing.
That's fair, yeah.
I would need a lot to get to win this. This assumes you have energy in hand. Let's bring in the Yanmega and outrage it. Or the Yanma, sorry.
The Yanma, okay. Oh, the lag is being wild today. Yeah, it lives. So I was actually, my mouse was all the way on the damage counters. I was pulling out another one. That's how weird that was. Unfortunately, Yama is, if it has no energy attached to it, its retreat is 0. So I do actually just get to retreat and heavy impact here.
Yeah, no, it's over.
Yeah. I had Juniper.
There was my problem.
Oh, yeah, that would hurt. Well, my problem was that I had triple Zoroark in hand in the mid game there because somebody kept killing my Zoro. You know?
It's a wise decision.
It is a very wise decision. I am not faulting you for it. It's just it was really annoying because I was like, God damn it! Now I need to I had to deep sea swell basically for the stuff there.
I'll get this one out.
Yeah. I mean, you can play Pepper next and stuff. I'm fine with that. So it's up to you what you want to do within that. But long story short, on this one, this was the what was it, top 4 the juniors, I think, the Zoo deck. The only change I made was taking out the potion for another plus power because I'm not actually sure what the potion even does in this list. I'll be totally honest with you. The rest of it looked really good, and yeah, especially for a juniors deck you would expect. But I think we're starting to get to the point where even the juniors stuff is going to start getting like actually decent because, you know, tutoring and things becomes a bit more prevalent as the games go on, right?
This is why this gets better next set.
Tornado stuff, yeah, that does help a bit. I thought it was going to be I thought it was Max Potion was what was going to make this better because Max Potion plus Dawn Fan is pretty good, and you know, like Moon's Invite stuff could potentially be work within that, but no, just straight catcher. Yeah, makes everything a lot better that way.
Also, the Basculin next set would also be worth considering, because that actually does outdon fans.
Okay.
WCC, 80 damage, flip 2 coins. If both are tails, you die.
Oh yeah, Final Gambit. That is not what Final Gambit does. Considerable, but also pretty terrible still. I'll level with you.
I just replaced the catchers with reversals, and then I swapped out the tornadoes for 1/1 Zora line.
Yeah. Yeah, I was kind of looking towards potentially using Zoroark against the Darkrai Cresselia, but obviously that never came up in the end. But I would have had to have lost the double colorless, obviously, but still, being able to do 100 is relatively solid, right, for that, so would have been considerable, but yeah. That was really close, though, and I mean, it kind of shows a lot of a lot of the stuff in this format. That was actually a pretty close game, so yeah. I kind of wonder what it would have been like if I had Cleffer instead of Manaphy at the start, and I could have just been shuffling for 0, but at the same time, I understand, and I kind of appreciate the whole Manaphy thing here, because my god is it scary going with a going with Cleffer in this format, and hey, we had the Tyrogue, and Yanmega kind of snipes the babies anyway, so it's like, yeah, I do actually kind of appreciate the Manaphy.
I think the Lost Remover's in here for dealing with opposing dragons.
Yeah, I could see that. Other decks that play like DCE mostly would be Dragon style, yeah, but that's reasonable. You could have lost and moved this if you didn't keep killing the things it was attached to, so, you know, understandable.
I mean, Zora is scary.
It is! It is very scary, I'm not denying that. Right, yeah, you can play Peppers with stuff there. I'm totally fine on that end, so...
Color.
Okay, let's see how this game goes.
Not gonna lie, coming up with bullshit within this round is kind of difficult.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay. Yeah.
Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Fighting energy, pass.
That's unfortunate.
Beat the psychic at least.
That's fair, yeah.
Alright. Oh well.
Rainbow to be active.
Okay.
Find a friend.
Oh god. Wait, this is on a coin flip? Yo, this card sucks.
It sure does.
I mean, at least you got it, but holy crap, dude.
And it has to be a grass type as well.
Yes, it does. It could be any grass Pokemon. I did notice that, but like...
Wait until you're done.
Yeah, I'm just checking the prize.
Alright. That must have been off the top. Wait, you didn't play Collector last turn?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Let's get rid of that.
So I'm just a little surprised because I would have expected you'd just play the Collector on turn 1 and get the rest of the bench filled, but...
We have an elephant.
Yep.
And we outrage for KO.
Seems pretty good.
Well, twins always happens.
Yeah. Well, we know Vileplume's coming down this turn then, that's pretty much guaranteed at this point.
Pokecom? KGL's head.
Okay.
Yeah, this is an acceptable PCOM to use. It's not too bad.
A Donphan.
Yep.
Evolve. Turn to Rainbow it.
Makes sense.
Candy Plume.
Yep.
And do the Earthquake. At least watch you do something more. But at least for...
Not gonna lie, that's a pretty good thing to force to happen. Not looking good for our flowery friend over here.
Come on, Collector. Think. Just grab. I suppose I'm good. Just in case. Fans in the Zekrom. And we will outrage for 7.
Yeah, the 20 base effectively just nullifies the body, doesn't it, really? So, that's still stupidly powerful as well. God.
Wins.
I suppose this is the thing when you can search for any 2 cards in the game as out of your deck, isn't it? It's just, oh god, what do I take?
Especially in this position.
It is a little fragile, yes. Oh.
That's not what I need to see.
Yeah, that was an oops. That was an. Plethora and Slosis.
Yep.
Actually, yeah, I need to put that together. Yeah, I start folding that. Snap.
It's a little frail.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have to take the KO here.
Yep. Acceptable.
That's terrifying. Yep.
Yeah, I expected this, to be honest.
I mean, if he had the fighting energy, this probably comes in. If there's no fighting energy, you just get foul play heavy impacted for the KO instead, so it still kind of works, but yeah.
There's a reason I searched that Plethora and placed it into Earthquake range.
That's fair.
Oh, wait, no,
You can't do
no.
that, unfortunately.
Bloom.
Yeah, no, we'll take out the Donphan. Sorry.
I think that was the most reasonable thing to do anyway, and your bench does get spread.
Yep. Just need marker. And now the Zekroms start getting scary.
That is the idea, yes.
Collector.
Very colourful.
And
Yep. But do you remain asleep?
6. Yep. No, unfortunately.
BC and Zekrom. Haunt.
Yeah, this stupid thing is why I think it's still important that you have enough draw supporters and stuff around in most decks, to be honest.
And bye bye baby.
yeah. This thing.
Yep.
One on the Zekrom. Haunt. Rosian.
Makes sense. you done?
Okay, sorry, I must have picked up. Pass.
Yeah, that definitely did not pick up.
Sorry.
Sage's training.
Yeah. I think I was forcing a weird early play and it didn't work out.
It was a respectable attempt going for the lockdown as early as you can, and is usually what these sorts of things want to do. Just didn't work in this case by the looks of it.
Yeah, the problem they kick items off pride.
Universal.
Again, you do not have to show what you're taking with this here.
Yeah, the problem they hit items to prizes as well, so it never really helps.
Attach fighting energy to Zekrom. Earthquake, take the KO.
Yeah, that's fair. We haven't set up for heavy impact after all, so...
You see the active font.
Trying to stay at old strike range. You think it's coming in this deck?
Nah, I think you're pretty safe on Bolt Strike. It only does 100. And then 80 because of your body. Silly resistance.
Beach.
Oh, hey, first time we're saying this.
Yep.
Use beach.
It does not shuffle draw. It draws until you have 7.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. That's not going to be the same 5 either.
Yeah, I know, it's that scoop anyway, and then I was on the edge anyway. This was a nut. I just couldn't find setup. I just couldn't find my setup.
Yeah, you're thinking of like Jubilife in the more recent stuff is shuffle draw 5 and end your turn. But no, Beach is draw until 7. Now you can see why I've not been using it in like anything, because as I've said already, I have a hard time sometimes getting any magnetic draws, and Beach is just one more card than that, right? It doesn't necessarily feel... I mean, in this sort of deck it's fine, right, because you don't have the Magnezone and whatnot, but it really feels like most decks aren't going to be capable of using it, because it just...
Yeah, the awkwardness of that hand was I had 2 Pokécons in my initial draw and not enough monsters to send for them.
Yep, sounds about right.
I also had 2 Oddish.
Yep.
And Rainbow was just pushing me heavily into Vileplume starts, and then I pulled candy off the prizes.
Yep.
I really like how this performs, though.
It's cool, yeah. Honestly, it's the Darkrai Cresselia is like spooky and kind of weird, not gonna lie, but it's cool.
It can do the job.
I kind of understand it. I mean, I guess if the opponent's trying to switch around their damage stuff a fair bit, then maybe you can function it. Although what you did in terms of like taking the spent damage on the Yanmega and just doing that can still work. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, because most of the time that sort of thing is as like viable is when spread is like a proper thing in the format, and it's not really where we are right now. But it's not terrible, right? Like as you say, it can do a job. And
I believe the list said he took 4 prizes with it in one turn.
yeah, I can imagine if the opponent is switching around their stuff and not actually letting you like take KOs with things here, then yeah, if they build up a bunch of damage on the board, shadow dropping that, putting a rainbow down on it, and just switching to it is a really nasty thing to do.
Maybe
I can see it.
Sorry, I think my mistake was going for Plume and not spending a bit more effort to get Reuniclus out first. At least then I had Don Fanrelli to at least do something for a bit, but...
Maybe. These kinds of decks are hard to play. Like I was trying out the Truth as well, and it is tricky. The Truth actually only plays, I think, free Candy and free PCOM. It's the only major difference in that aspect. Obviously, you've got more Beach as well. But, yeah, it's tough. they're not easy decks to play for sure. But it's worth noting anyway, worth trying out.
I got 2 other decks, but I was trying to reroll this just see if I can get it going. Just see if I can get.
Yeah.
You can have a go then, Cal.
Yeah. I guess we'll go with that.
Change color.
Oh.
Oh,
Yep,
whoops.
yep, yep.
Wrong person.
Yeah. That's fine, I can do that. See what we can do.
This is either going to be really good or really bad, and I'm not sure which.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have a basic, so you'll get one more off of it here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be that. So we'll draw. Okay. That down. I'm gonna clear up some of these because they're a little bit in the way at the moment. Right, prizes down, and let's go for tails. No, okay.
Okay, I get to live. I get to live.
You do get to. I mean, you were gonna get to live anyway. I don't think this deck can actually do a turn 1 attack on this sort of thing because I don't believe I have Tyrogue.
Like that.
Yep, it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this list isn't playing Tyrogue. You could, but just going straight in for it again, huh? Okay. Fair enough, I guess.
Rainbow on the bounty.
Yep.
Pass.
Okay. We will draw. Sage. Sure, I guess. That's kind of awkward, but okay. I suppose that's going to be the ticks. Right, so then let's do that. Come out of there. So it's going to be Pecom, Lightning, and Collector going. Not honestly sure if that's right or wrong, to be honest, but I mean, we have a Magnemite, so I suppose there is that going for it. We will use Pecom on Magnezone. See what we can do from there. Okay, so what do we have? View. Okay. Let's get Cleffer out ourselves here. Hang on, one check. Should have made absolute sure, but there is
Maybe
one.
War 2.
Yeah, no, there is that is in there, so that's fine. Yeah, I mean there is a bit of that, isn't there? We'll attach a lightning to the Magnemite, free flight to here, and then use our squeaky thing. It could be like Isabelle and just be a squeaky hammer that goes into the thing, draws us 6, and then do we wake up? With help of the coin flipped. We do, okay. that was a weird coin toss.
Rosian, Bloom, Donphan.
Yep. Reasonable. Ah, you do stay asleep. Okay. We will draw. I mean, in theory, this is the right sort of deck to prey on that, but we'll see if that actually impacts anything. I mean, you do have a rather sizable hand, so I don't think that's going to be the case here, but oh well. Junkon, Pitch, Yanma, and Twins here, I think. Grab ourselves that Pecon, because it's the only thing I can grab, so we'll do that. We will trade in Magnemite. Grab out Magnezone. Might as well get the boy out now, considering I'm pretty sure of what's coming fairly soon anyway. So we'll get that down, get another lightning on it. We will bench Yanma, and we will throw out our Squeaky Hammer. So I think I have to flip first, but
while you're doing that,
I'm pretty sure I had to flip first, but whatever, doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, both wake up.
While you're playing for speed. Oh, I do have the annoying flower.
Yep.
Beach. Rainbow.
Yep.
Hunt.
Okay. Okay. Do you wake up? You do not. Okay, that's fine. We will draw. Okay, that's fine. Magnezone, Yanmega, Judge. Before I judge, I should bench Magnemite actually. Still gonna do it, it's just I should bench it down first just to thin it out here. Okay. Yeah, we'll switch out and linear attack the Duozen, I guess, or Duozian, I guess, because we match hand size. 40 on that. Flip for the sleep before you draw the card, please. It is kind of important to make sure stuff is in the right order here, because I know that doesn't technically matter in this case. It's just, yeah, it should be
Like that.
Yep, should just be noted. Okay.
I predict something green and floppy is hitting bird next turn.
That's fair enough. Ooh, okay. Sure. That's spicy. No, you cannot reversal in my Magnezone right now as much as you want to.
I'm actually thinking about what it could do on the crack back if.
Kill
if
you, that's what it could do.
And I don't fan in right now.
It'll kill you.
Yes, I'm realizing that very quickly. I will beach.
Okay, so yep, draw 4, turn ends, we will draw. Rainbow on the Magnemite. Judge.
Gotta try.
Oh yeah. Linear attack Dwarzen. Take it out.
Yes.
Absolutely can't let you have that for cheap here.
Easy on the plume.
Okay.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, I can't reversal either, so unfortunate, but you know, very much understandable.
Rosian?
Yep. Almost. Okay. Okay, stays awake. I don't know if that actually matters here, to be honest, but right. It's gonna look weird basically no matter what. So do we just do it this way? I kind of want to just do it that way. What have we even got there? Just a lightning, yeah. Yeah, it's just a bit strange because it's like there are a couple of ways around of doing this. I'm just not entirely sure what. I guess this is not unreasonable. We'll collect it here. As much as I want to judge you for the like third turn in a row, probably not the best plan here. We will grab Rachi. Again, not sure if this is going to actually matter in the long run, but so we have kind of manually evolved through here, but that's fine. Yeah, we'll bench it. There's no Psychic in the discard, so no coin tossing happening there. Attach a lightning to it. Use the magnetic draw to go back to 6 in hand, which matches what you have. And from there, I mean, I guess I should probably put you on better habit. We'll linear attack the Duosian again. Because if you don't have it this turn, that dies, and then I think it's very, very doable from there. That's pretty good, yeah. What are you picking up? Because, yeah, you do have to choose first. Part of me really wants to do the Vachi, but I don't know if that's the right one here. Well, I'm guaranteed a turn without item lock next turn. That's actually kind of nice. I'll take the Cleffer back. Yeah, because you can't rare candy Vileplume anymore, so... And I can just snipe that
out
down.
of this anyway, so...
Yeah.
Pokémon.
Yep.
Blue.
Yep. Yeah, I could snipe down the Oddish if I wanted to as well. It's pretty nice.
Reuniclus?
Yeah, Reuniclus. Reuniclus, I think, is how you're supposed to say it, but that's a stupid pronunciation and I hate it. Yep. Yeah, let's clean up the board whilst we're at it, please. Considering junk arm is a thing, that kind of does matter. I know you don't play it, but principle.
Rainbow on the Pampy.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy impact.
Yeah, finally getting in. Alright. Yep. Alright. We will draw. Okay. Spice on this one. So we have 5 in hand, that's fine. Reversal. No. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I noticed you didn't move. I guess there's not really anywhere to move the damage to, is there? So, there probably is, but it's fine. Yeah, fun thing with this one, by the way, it looks like you actually are allowed to KO your own Pokemon with this, which is very funny. This one does not have the clause of you cannot KO a thing with this like Alakazam used to. So that's kind of nice in a way, right? Just being able to do that if you need to. 2, 3. It's awkward because there's a lot of cards I kind of don't want in here. We'll Sedge. That will do. So the cards to get rid of, Magnemite, Magnemite, and Psychic. Seems reasonable enough with what we have here for it. We will go Pecom, trade in the Cleffer. To grab ourselves Magnezone. Oh yeah, this should have gone as well. Rare candy to the zone. Let's go Yanmega as well, and use one of my 2 magnetic draws. Okay, doesn't really do much, but that's fine. So we could linear kill that, or just explode the active. That's kind of good too. Yeah, seems good to me. We'll retreat out and we will go 1, 2, and 3 to Lostburn for the 150 that I need, right? Because I don't think because I can't do just 100 here because it only does 60 to use. So
help for that.
Yeah. Yep. Because 150 minus 40, I do 110 to use, so we do get our KO here.
Wins.
Yep. Not much. I'm going to play around that. I was already ahead on prizes anyway. I'm not exactly going to play much around that here. It's fine, because I think I can probably pester enough with what's here anyway, so... We'll have to see. It's not a guarantee at this point, especially given the current board state, but I think it's looking pretty reasonable.
Pokémon
Yep.
in a KGL piece.
Okay, yep. So that being weak to lightning is a bit of a liability here as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Donphan?
Yeah.
Now I drop this all to the Duosian.
Okay.
Just
Fair enough.
Candy Plume.
Yep.
Clean up. DC on the Plume.
Yep.
Retreat. Wait, hang on. Let's realize something. If I do that, then that's nice. Is that what I want? No, it's not what I want. I want to make you bloody have it. I want to make you go for it. Before I hit the earthquake button.
Sure. Yeah, because otherwise, yeah, I see. You'd KO your own Duosian otherwise. So yeah, 120. We will draw. That's a curious one. Okay. What do we do with that? What are we at the moment? One psychic, one lightning, and then this was lightning, rainbow, right? Yeah. So if I'm remembering counts right, how many have I got to dig for here? One rainbow, like 3? No, I forget if it's 4 or 5 psychic the deck's on. I think it's 4. Okay. And I do need at least one psychic for silly Jirachi to actually do its thing. Is what I'm. It's like, how many can I dig for here, sort of thing. If I attach active Lost Burn, that does 60. I mean, that's still kind of getting a lot of pressure on the board, which makes it hard to stave off the Yanmega army that's going to be coming off of this. It's not a bad decision, I don't think. Yeah, I can put a psychic down on this. We will Collector. Grab ourselves out Yanma and Horsey. I think the Yanma is the thing that's got to go down here. It makes the most sense. Obviously, I was not going to be able to magnetic draw no matter what I did, so there's no reason to worry about that. What have we gone through here? How many of them? It's at least 2, right? Yeah, 2 candy, 2 pecan. So there's 2 of each left. Fair dues. We will Lost Burn for the 60 here.
Wins.
Yep.
Zekrom.
Yep.
DC on the Zekrom.
Mm-hmm.
to live a hit from linear.
So you can't go to 90.
Go to 80, at least a 10 more to put somewhere. 20 actually, I have to put no offense this if I don't want to kill it. Don't want to kill it, don't I?
That is a good question.
I'm under no pressure to kill it just yet. So, do that. I have to put the 10s back on here.
See, this is where that Darkrai Cresselia would be amazing, right?
Yeah.
You should maybe think about it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I will take the KO.
Yeah.
Oh no, actually, no. Let's realize
I was ready. I was like, yeah, sure.
Okay, now take KO.
Yeah.
2, 8, 3.
Yep. Okay, we will draw. Let's see. I guess if for no other reason than just to get it out of the deck at this point, we'll bench the Horsey and judge.
Pushing away the Wind's Chain.
Pretty much. That's the idea. Linear attack, kill the Cleffer.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm reasonably... I know it seems weird because I'm giving up a Yanmega here, but I think I'm reasonably okay with that, given that, you know, outrage is kind of a thing anyhow. I don't think this is the worst spot that I could do that with, to be honest. Because you're not switching this thing out, like, ever, so... You've already gone through at least a couple of these here.
30 on here.
Okay.
10 on here, put on 120. Seeker.
Sure, that works. Yeah, maybe I should have switched the Yanmega out. I don't know. We'll get Rachi back. That's fine.
Goes back down again, gets his DCE back.
Yep.
That 10 goes on it at least.
It's
This 10 goes on it at least. So I fire this Duos against life enough to throw its out onto the Zekrom. So show what Dark Tree is taking.
Yeah, I'll be honest. This is just a blatant I forgot which one of these I promoted sort of bit with it. I really shouldn't have left this active, but it's fine. Not a big deal, really.
Yeah, I'll be nice to the Duosian and let it live.
Okay.
Keep it safe for at least a little bit, because. I will take the KO now. I'm sure that nothing stupid is going to happen as a result of this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, my bad. It's fine. I think we're still okay anyway. I mean, you could argue one of the real reasons for it is now I have a higher hand size to play against, which is obviously kind of nice. But you know, that's wishful thinking of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have a Psychic in the discard at this point, right? I do. Okay. Yeah, we'll bench the Jirachi and go for the Time Hollow here. Well, not the Time Hollow, the whatever. Of course I get all 3 when I don't only have 1. That's fine. Not mad or anything, what are you talking about? Yeah, so we have that. We'll match by evolving to Yanmega, and we'll just linear attack the, let's see, I mean, honestly, part of me is kind of tempted just to go Sonic Boom because it does a little bit more damage, but I think I might be better to linear attack.
I mean, I have damage swap. Not
You
because my
do.
opponent too much, but I have damage swap.
You do, which is why it's probably better just going Sonic Boom. Yeah, because it does 50 instead of 40, we'll just Sonic Boom here. Imagine using Sonic Boom for more than 20 damage. Blasphemous. Yeah, if I could have had the Kingdra down, I probably would have done something different, but obviously Kingdra requires rare candy, and that's not usable right now, so... It's weird, because it's like I kind of feel like I should be able to attrition this out, but at the same time, Seeker really potentially messes stuff up. I'm sure there's at least 1 left. That playing 4 twins and 4 Seeker though seems hella sketch. You know?
Again. You want 30 means you need 3 energy to KO it, so I'll put 2 onto Rosie at the back here.
Yeah, okay.
Saying that dies the thing, I may as well take a health off this as well. You want ideal health, you want ideal health, you're fine. I don't want to do this. DC the Dom fan.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I see where that's going.
Moving. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna put 20 on you, 20 on you instead, and beach for free.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, good sir. Alright, we will draw. It would be, yeah. Like, unironically, it actually would be. So, where do we go from there then? I mean, it technically does slow me down for a turn, doesn't it? Because not being able to get the attack is a thing. Let's go Psychic on the Magnezone. I'll Magnetic Draw 1 just in case it gives me anything useful here. It does not, so I will also Beach here for the 1 extra.
Okay.
Yeah, slows me down 1 turn, which is potentially good, but
wins.
Mm-hmm.
Shaman.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Paying the fattest retreat cost in all existence.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you need damage for this thing? I need to kill. There's a average sonic boom, which that does. Yeah, so I'll put 30 on the Dolphin.
Not asleep.
So I just wanted to make sure which one it was.
Yeah, I do have the 70 HP one under there. CC, which is enough to kill with weakness.
Yep.
Attach water to the Dolphin.
Did you not attach DCE? Or was that last turn?
No, that was the Shaman
That was last
move.
turn. Okay, fair enough.
Shaman moving up.
No, it's
powerful.
alright. Just wanted to make sure that it was the last turn that
Yeah,
I
that's
had it
fair.
on. Okay.
Take KO.
Yeah. Okay, we will draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How convenient. Does that even help though? Here's the thing. Technically, but we'll copycat here. Right, so how do we do this is the thing. It is awkward, we'll say. Yeah, sure. We'll attach, we'll retreat, and we will... I'm just thinking where... I mean, I've obviously got to get rid of 2. I'm just thinking which 2 it's got to be. It probably should be here. Or are we just leaving this as a sack? Doesn't seem unreasonable. Yeah, we'll go 1-2 and we'll loss burn for 100.
AGL. If nothing else, it's 150 HP.
Yeah.
Big butt. We'll attach one to it though. I will attach. On this for now. There is no threat. There is no. 80 coming in. See, watch now.
No, I'll be honest with you, Vileplume's fucked this one over. That's, yeah, I'm just gonna scoop. There's no point. Vileplume's fucked this over. It took a long time, and I feel like I should have won that one, but I fucked up somewhere, I think. Probably, I mean, obviously giving up the other thingy was not great, but I fucked up somewhere in this. You shouldn't have won this. I'm trying to figure out how, but I know I messed up somewhere within this. Yeah, I'll probably end up working out eventually, but yeah, there's no way I should have lost this.
Yeah, sorry for being slow.
Yeah, you should be, but it's okay. I'm used to it
It's
from.
the only chance to play KGL, so
I'm used to it from Matt taking 7 years for every single one of his single actions. So yeah, I don't know. I'll be honest with you, that deck's not good.
Yeah, I've played it. It's like, yeah, it feels not good. It feels.
At
least not when Magnezone is so relevant.
Yeah, because that's the thing of this dies to. I mean, no, because the Sweetman one dies to it as well, but it does have more HP, I guess. Yeah, there's never any chance in hell you're actually getting this to attack, like in basically any matchup. So it's yeah, my deck was just too full with item stuff at the end. I realised I wasn't really going to get to draw anything else with it, so yeah, every one of my hands was like 5-6 items, and I'm just like, I'm sure there was a way I should have had this down, but maybe I could have killed... Could I have killed the Oddish? Probably. What did I kill instead? I think there was something I killed instead. Maybe, yeah, maybe it would have been that. Right, because I was trying to keep it off on that aspect. Yeah, probably should have just killed the Oddish then. Because late game reversals.
I can't remember if it was the turn you killed Clef or the turn you had the Lost Bernard Donphan.
Yeah, no, that's the kind of game we could look through and go, yeah, I should have done like this move here and it would have been fine. Probably was linear attack the Oddish is what I should have done, knowing how annoying item lock could potentially be later on in the game. I still had some stuff to play through, that's why I wasn't like too fussed. And ultimately, like, yeah, letting the Yanmega die early was kind of bad, but it helped match hand size a bit easier and like kept you away. You'd already played most of the twins anyway, so I don't know about that one.
This list in particular just feels like it's cutting too many long-term stuff to go for the mill finish. But the fact that I just can't even try if Magnezone's there to scare it off is just...
Yeah.
Why I spent my energy that was meant to go, my energy shaming combo that was meant to go to it, on getting a Donphan out to put pressure on instead.
Yeah.
Because I knew this list was actually short on Seekers, which I don't like about it, I'll be honest. But I think that's one of the things I had to get clipped to make room for this. Ah, fuck.
Yeah. So, there was a turn where Sage had to get rid of like 2 Magnemites off the thing as well, but I realised that doesn't matter because I didn't have the Red Candy Zone to, the second one to go over anyway, so that really wasn't going to make any difference. Not being able to get Kingdra out was pretty big though. That's another thing if I really should have
if you had Kingdra out, you would have been, that Zekrom would not have been a problem.
Yeah, like I should have killed the Oddish, primarily with that. Because if I could have actually gotten... Yeah, I had access to it for a fair while. I should have Should have prioritized it, but I mean, that's my own fault, inexperience in playing against it, I guess. But, I mean, you can see why I really wanted to play this deck, though. This is kind of nuts. Yeah, I mean, I didn't change a single card off of Jwitz's list because it was ultimately just completely ideal for it. Like, I prefer the split on Sage and Twins rather than focusing too heavily on Twins itself, because like every other deck basically of this ilk that plays all the Twins and stuff just dies if you don't actually attack it early, or like don't go behind on prizes, because you just can't play cards out of your hand and so you can't draw, and it's really bad. So yeah, Jirachi didn't get a chance to do its thing in the end just because the damage kept getting moved away as expected.
I was explicitly playing around it.
I was thinking you probably had a rare candy in hand, like most of the thing with it is what I was looking at, because you did specifically play the 4. So I was tempted to go for like the suicidal time hollow to get the Rachi and the Reuniclus away, right? Because you would have only had Solosis at that point to thing in. You'd have had to rare candy that back up if you were like, obviously Duozian could evolve, but then there's a 30 HP guy I'm gonna snipe, so I was tempted to go for that, and maybe that would have been okay as well. There was never a point where it was going to get a KO, so it kind of felt bad, but that's probably what I should have done, is just attach the second energy. It doesn't even have to be a psychic. Just attach the second energy to it, then devolve your 2 rare candy guys, and like force you to play from there. I didn't think it would last on the Vileplume though, so that was maybe a miss on my own end. I'm sure there was a turn I could have hollowed that as well, actually, but I don't know.
Gloom under it early was detrimental for that plan.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I was saying, I know I lost that one rather than, you know, getting I outplayed myself on that, I'm pretty sure, but yeah, it's the sort of game that you would have to look back and there's about, like, you know, 12 turns ago sort of thing, is like, this is the one thing that that dinged it out. Like, still well played off of it, obviously, but yeah, I know absolutely looking at that I lost that one for myself. So that's the kind of game you just go, I need to sort of look a bit harder at that, and you know, very good deck.
I didn't want to bring just that miserable mess, even if I didn't want to at least try and do something with this card.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring that, just that, he says, as he exclusively played that. You know.
To be fair, I kind of bullied it.
Yeah, that was yeah, I want the deck to at least get started once before I throw it in the trash.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of shows the idea of, like, the truth style thing, right? Because it is basically the same sort of thing. So it does kind of show the idea with it. It is hyper frail in the early game, though. My goodness.
Oh yeah, it's like every turn, like, okay, what gets stacked? What? Either Clifford is immune and the opponent have snipes, or something's getting sniped.
Yeah.
Got a really weird opening hand there where I could just evolve 3 guys into stage 1s early, which is the only reason it didn't happen that game.
Now I'm effectively trying to play Haymaker.
Turn 2 Gloom, Duozian, Don fan.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Where it's kind of funny going, if that went up against the first list that's played here. I wonder, I don't know, it would have been similar-ish. I guess Magnetic Draw's not there, so it makes it a bit harder, but also no rare candies, so just a plus power instead. But I think we could live without that here. It'd have been kind of interesting to have seen. Zoroark dying to Donphan is a bit spooky, but it also hits it for 70 as well, which is not exactly something it takes kindly to, right? So it still has the same Yanmega bit. But it also has Tyrogue that could potentially mess up your baby starts. So, you know, there is that.
Like, if you had a Tyrogue and won the flip, I was just donked. I was just
yeah, you were.
So my only other basic in hand was a Shaman. I knew I couldn't afford to play early.
Yeah,
if I could help it.
understandable.
Short seekers. Really just want more than 2, I think, with no way to bring these back.
The problem is that you just don't, like, you can't play more than 2 in here, really. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think this is just too fat. These guys over here are too fat. Space
yeah,
more.
potentially.
You get 5 spaces by taking these guys out. And it's just the truth. You just put a couple more cards in, it's the truth. You probably got the Shaman as well at that point.
Yeah, you don't need Shaman if you don't have the other bit to... Yeah, that's fair enough. Let's have a look, see then. Thing is, if we play all the stuff now, we're not gonna have anything to play for next round.
Yeah, I'm keeping my other deck for Saturday.
Well, I mean, it's not even necessarily that. It's like if we play all of this stuff now, we're not gonna have anything to play in the next set because there's nothing in the next set to play.
My stuff then, because it was stuff that I was messing with things. I'm not really happy with either of these. Well, I weren't messing with the second one, but I'll just show you.
I have one thing that
I'm looking at that Samurott Tet and thinking this second Kingdra isn't too bad actually.
No, this Kingdra sucks. What are you on about?
I was like, it hit 80 in bullet.
Yeah, but like,
it's a good Kingdra.
130 HP though. You die to 60 to like the same sort of damaging as what Yanmega does basically with it. The whole point of the Samurott is that it's got effectively 160 HP as well.
Yeah. I think it's too heavy a tech anyway. That's why it's in the it's coming out this week as part of the rejects pile.
Yeah.
It was just too heavy a tech line. And then there's this ballad list.
I saw this.
Yeah, I did see something like this as well.
Team Thunderfish.
That is indeed what he called it.
I'm not really sure why there's only playing one Patchy. You see, like Patchy Shaman's a thing holding this. Patchy's a thing holding this synergy together. Because it's putting energy on board for Lantern. It's fueling things.
Because Patchy is unplayable in this deck. I told you ZPS sucks. It's about the same amount of energy in here, and yeah, it doesn't do anything with this count.
Like, Lantern's just so awkward. Like, hitting 2 good weaknesses in this format is amazing, but it's just on such an awkward attack to actually get out, on such an awkward HP to not die with.
Yeah, no, Lantern's kind of fine, right? With DC available, if you play Energy Switch, then it would probably be okay for stuff that way. You don't even necessarily have to Shaman with this, right? It's just one Energy Switch is fine off the Patchy. You'd probably, I know you would play multiples, it's just like, all you need is 1 plus a DC attach, and then it's going, right? So I don't inherently think that's too flawed. But yeah, any Pachirisu deck that's only playing 8 lightning energy is not going to accelerate more than 1 energy ever, so it's basically useless. This is the problem I've had with ZPS in general, is that right now there's just nowhere near enough energy for it to actually do what it's supposed to do, so it's horrific as a deck, and that is only using basic Pokemon, not trying to do any of the other fancy shit with it here. So yeah, not a fan.
Out this week, on Wednesday rather.
You know what's kind of funny looking at the stuff here is one thing that would have absolutely hosed you, considering the other thing I was looking at here was my other potential deck. I just wanted to play the Yanmega Magnezone, obviously, but this would have completely screwed you over. Because I have Mandibuzz. I had this built, and it's just like, oh yeah, this completely messes you up.
Yeah, it eats the bench sitters alive.
Yep. I do need damage counters specifically, so maybe I should have like a second Seedra or something in here, but you know, that'd be testing ideas for it. Could actually work, second Seedra instead of the one of the candies or something. But yeah, no, this was the other thing I was looking at, and oh boy, is it scary to think that, because this doesn't just eat the normal like baby Pokemon side of things. This kills your evolving basics as well, because you've got 1 damage counter down on the dude, and so, oh look, it's at 60 damage now. Whoops, everything dies. Oh no. you know.
Wasn't
So
there a Tepig with 70 or?
there is a Tepig with 70, but it's
you don't really want to use it. So you don't.
yeah, 2 retreat cost, which, and at the moment, the snipe stuff is not necessarily, like, prevalent in that way. You still survive, like, a ping plus linear attack, which is, you know, normally what you'd expect. Blindside is not exactly the common version of that, right? And, yeah, that's kind of where we go with it from there. It's just...
Punishment's also scary.
yeah. That is one of the reasons. I would probably like a 4th DC in here for that sort of bit, but I only have the 2 Zoroarks, so it's... I don't know. Not necessarily required in here, I don't think. Honestly, couldn't think of what else to play in terms of the supported stuff with it here, because I already have 4 Ponds and 3 Juniper to try and dig through stuff, so I wanted more draw, because I don't have a draw engine card in here. Right, we don't have the zone, and we don't have the, you know, other bits of it, so I wanted just to make sure I could draw through the deck as well, and it's just, these seem okay, right? I don't think you would want to play Beach in this kind of deck. You definitely don't play Twins in this kind of deck. And none of the other draw options really seem that
the
good.
Twins if you're playing the snipe game for but well, depending on what you're doing with the snipe.
Yeah.
If you're trying to kill babies and no twins. If you're trying to set up time hollow OTKs, then twins all the way.
Yeah, I mean, that was the funny thing, is like this was initially, I wouldn't say it was based entirely on Dylan Lefebvre's top 4 nationals thing. That was Kingdra Yanmega, but it definitely took a little bit of inspiration from that in the end, because the I mean, obviously this is similar to the Yanmega and what it's doing here, and the Jirachi, that was played as a 2-of in that deck actually. I initially tried to keep that as like 2 Jirachi, 3 Psychic Energy in or something, but I just could not keep that balance going. So it's...
I think I played 1 basic Psychic in this.
I tried.
You get to dip in the discard in the bin at some point. You can ratchet it back out.
Yeah, maybe. I tried to fit it in. I had 2 initially in here, and it was like playable, but it was, I really needed the extra Mandibuzz in here. It's just that kind of
awkward.
yeah. And it's like I wasn't getting rid of Zoroark, because Zoroark is the way you deal with the dragons coming in, right? Because both of them kind of just murder Mandibuzz, and you know, Kingdra plus foul play kind of wrecks the dragons, so that works out quite nicely. I think really I do just need a second Seadra instead of like a Candy in here or something. That might be the one major change. Possibly take out one of the rainbows for a Psychic as the if you're looking at Time Hollow for that aspect, that could be reasonable. You do take out one of your outs to blindsiding, but it's not the worst ever. Yeah, surprisingly difficult to fit everything in with this though, considering I really wanted to make sure I had a bunch of draw-based supporters in here as well, so I could make sure I didn't fall on that aspect. Maybe the Clef is excessive at the 2-of as well, that could potentially ping out.
Yeah, I think it's get set up fast enough that second Cleffer probably isn't needed.
Yeah, so maybe that's a thing as well. I don't know. This was the afternoon build, and it worked pretty well, to be honest with you. But yeah, I thought I wanted to at least try this because I was curious about it. So well, it's neat. And yeah, it was very funny actually that it would have just completely dunked on the whole I'm gonna keep myself out of small range stuff with it there, and suddenly whomp, you know, just oops. Because, yeah, it's like, you've got to kind of play around everything at that point, right? Because, you know, Blindside doing 50 is pretty tough, Zoroark coming in and heavy impacting, or just Bolt Striking, depending on which thing you go with, that's difficult, we shall say, right? And God forbid if you know, Kingdra actually goes in against the Donphan, that's not going to be a good time for the Donphan. So, yeah, I just need an extra Seadra in here, and then it'd be fine.
One of the reasons I recommended the Reshiram for the Donphans and Dragons deck. You want to run at least one of them just to have it on board to keep Kingdras away.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But that's why I put Zoroark in this deck in the first place, because Reshiram gets countered by Zoroark in that aspect. So, you know.
I also wanted one regardless, at least one regardless, just because it's another weakness to hit.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you definitely want to hit Electric's one of the big weaknesses to hit this format because of the Yanmega. You need very little damage on it to start threatening this thing.
Yeah. It is one of the few things that can genuinely, go with that. Funnily enough, if I could find space for it, I guess this would technically be another deck where the Cresselia Darkrai would work pretty well, wouldn't it? Because, you could snipe a bunch of damage on the slightly larger things, potentially, and then just go, oops, all of the stuff you've not evolved yet is going to die now. Have fun.
And the deck might actually get Lost Crisis off once in a blue moon.
It could! It genuinely could. That's terrifying.
Why I do run a lot of switch in here is this is a big Gust target.
Yeah, absolutely.
And while Donphan is fat, it needs a way out.
Yep. No, it
I
makes
do like
sense.
the Lost Remover though.
Yeah. Lost Remover would have absolutely decimated this deck. Oops, all special energy. Oh well. Again, it's difficult to justify most of the time because there are very, very few special energy in most decks, right? Like, I know that's not saying much in here because, oh, look at this, this is all rainbow and everything, but, you've got, like, maybe in most...
I don't agree with that. I think DC is pretty common right now because of the dragons.
No, it depends. If it's not, like Magnaball or like Reshiram Typhlosion type stuff, then maybe. But if you're in those decks, you generally don't play DCE.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I'm about to say though. The big things in the format, the Magnezone decks and the Boar Typhlosion decks don't run any at all. So running too many, it just feels really bad into those. Especially when your list is probably on the weaker side to fire anyway.
Yeah, so functionally, what I'm getting at with it is that the best decks in the format don't play special energy in the first place. There's maybe one or absolute most two. That's the thing. So, as you say, playing too many of them, over specializing on it, especially when you could just junk arm it back potentially, it's weird. Like, I don't mind it as a one-off, because it can be very key in the matchups that it is good in, but even then, like, those matchups are not particularly common, right? Because, the Yanmega Magnezone deck played 2 Rainbow at absolute best for it to hit, and, I mean, you could just Lost Zone those away straight away. Magnabor, at least the World's winning one, played 2 Rescue, so I guess you could hit that. Would be a pretty good one to hit, to be fair. But again, like, two Lost Remover exactly for only 2 energy in the entire deck. It's a bit iffy. The Rescue Flosion deck that I saw only play, the main one I saw only played 1 Rescue. So everything else was a basic fire. And then, yeah, DC is really common in the some of the other decks, but it's just like, are you really teching for, like tier 2, tier 3 matchups sort of thing? Yeah. Are you that bad into basically what is almost the equivalent of your deck, right? Because, I mean, I played the stage 1 zoo thing here, right? And it's just, this is not, I mean, obviously Yanmega, but that doesn't take any energy at all. In terms of what it's trying to do, it's not, like, ridiculously dissimilar, right? You've still got, I guess, DC on a guy, it's just on Zoroark this time, but it's, you got DC for it there. The Donphan is still doing the same as what you're doing with it, and, Yanmega doesn't even take energy, so it doesn't care about Lost Remover. It would sting here, but there's a fat fucking flower in the way that's going to stop that from working, so,
Yep.
So there is that. And, this sort of thing is an exception much more than it is a rule.
The reason I played it was more to get it out of my hand, so I was trying to keep my hand as small as possible so it was harder to play into. Because, well, I was killing that Manaphy regardless, I just needed to reduce my hand size.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just thinking, do we need 2 is my only sort of bit, is like, could that be better served as another PCOM as an example? I know there's only 16 Pokemon in here, but
No other way of searching out a Donphan or or a Legend piece, or a Zoroark.
It's just something like that, is all I'm thinking with it. I do like the inclusion, I'm just not sure that 2 is necessary in this format. Last format maybe, because we had call energies and stuff as well that you could hit, right? There were a lot more, you were a lot more likely to hit special energy in the previous format. This one I'm not too sure about, but we'll see as we go, I guess. But yeah, it's not an unreasonable showcase of a decent amount of the stuff anyway. Do we need to play any more of this format, or should we just save the decks and actually like embrace catcher in them instead of reversal, and go from there? Considering that is effectively all that the next set introduces. If we're being real.
I would have to change my deck to accommodate that, but I can do that.
I mean, you changed your deck to accommodate it not being in the format, right? So...
No, I have the other one.
Oh, right, yeah.
It uses reversals instead of catchers.
Yeah.
I do actually have a plan for next format, which I kind of could have done this format, but I wouldn't have had an answer to the Dawn fans or the fire stuff, so I didn't want to do it just quite yet. The Basculin actually helps. Because about that electro build,
You are coping so fucking hard on that Basculin. It is not playable, dude.
Why else do I fight off Waters and Donphan with an electro deck until Kyurem drops?
It is not playable, dude. You are coping so fucking hard. I mean, hey, Electrode is cute at the very least for the stuff, but...
Well, because the other thing I was looking at was the Fror in this set was actually kind of a decent Landorus stand-in.
That's also cope. Like, I looked at it as well. It's like 80 for free and just going, just no. It's so fucking big as well. The Landorus at least retreats for 1 energy too. It's no. It's understandable, but like, Electrode is already going to be like a tier 4 or 5 sort of deck anyway. Not that it goes down that low on the list, I should probably say a lot. But the thing with Basculin, right, is that if you don't immediately charge it up and immediately attack with it, it is going to get captured instantly and it is going to die. Because it takes 3 energy to go with, right? If you do not immediately Electrode to it and get it right and get it charged up, you are dead. And that's just... No, it's just so much... Way too much cope on that. You know?
Just try not to net deck, just try.
I understand that, but...
There's a reason people aren't using it. If it was good in this limited format, it would probably have been used.
Well, I mean, technically it doesn't exist in this set, it exists next set, but I know what you mean, yeah, it's like...
Yeah. I mean, it might as well.
Like, no joke, your Sibipore idea probably has more holds more weight than the Basculin does.
Just on the T-Trio.
I don't know, I mean, maybe I'm being overly negative on it, but it's just like... I just can't see, and I mean this is of course ignoring the 25% chance you kill yourself as well, which seems unfortunately likely given right, but it's just yeah, it's the fact if it comes out with catcher. If it was just reversal, then maybe you could get away with it because you might not lose it immediately, right? But with catcher coming out and it just going and your guy is up, nah, you have to Electrode to it immediately, and Electrode's only got 40 HP, I mean, Voltorb, it's only got 40 HP as well, so good luck keeping that in play most of the time, right?
Did someone say linear attack?
That's what I was getting at. Yeah. I don't know, I mean, it'd still be funny to see the Electrode, but I'm seriously not convinced. At least it does more.
Just wait another set, get the proper Kyurem in and start and Everlight and that stuff. Run the
Yeah.
proper list after that.
Yeah.
There's 2 different variants of it. It can't be that bad, surely.
But anyway, yeah, I think that that about wraps it up for this. So, what do we want to do then? Do we want to just move on, or do we?
Yeah. If the idea isn't going to work, then we definitely want to move on because we're just not going to have anything to play in it on the EPO set otherwise.
Yeah. Well, let's cut the thing in terms of video part here. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, hopefully the bickering's not been too annoying, but no doubt it probably has been. But that's fine. It is what it is. And yeah, we'll probably just move on to Emerging Powers next time, so we can actually get to the good set in Noble Victories. Maybe that's the one that we end up spending a little bit of time on before EXs ruin everything. Who knows? Well, specifically Mewtwo ruins everything. The other EXs are not that bad. But yeah, let's just